All right, this is going to be a blues backing track for you to do some soloing over. So think about your G minor pentatonic scale. Think about the flat fifth in there. Think about your combining positions. You also got this one up here. And then, of course, you've got your octave. Okay, so I'm going to play some G, like 12-bar blues, and you go ahead and solo over the top of that. 2, 3, and... had some good jamming over that. Now let's talk about a couple of things I was doing on these chords. So this is a G7, just like a major. Pull the pinky out, and you got that flat 7 now exposed. And a dominant 7 is like a major chord. You got that happy note from a major chord, but you got that minor note from a minor scale mixed in there together. That's how you get that twang. One cool thing, if you didn't know about it for rhythm, is like, see those 2 notes in the middle of that G7? But when you go down to a C7, it's like those 2 notes are just down. And then when you go to a D7, those 2 notes are up 1. So you could just sit right here and go. Back to C. And then up to D. Down to C. G. Up to D. So it's kind of cool if you didn't know about that yet. So we got G7, and then I was doing like a C7, 9, and that's where we got that 3, 2, and then 3, 3, 3. We got to get that bar, all those down there. And then sometimes get that little riff going. You got those 5s from a C chord, and then you got this. You got these 3 3s, but you're hammering, doing a trill off that 4 on the G string in the middle of that chord. And it's cool to slide those up and back 2 frets. Sometimes you can walk into that D, and sometimes you go hit that chromatic on the way down. And as you're going to that last turnaround, you can go to get into it or from either direction kind of thing, just to give it a little more spice. So. There's another G7. You got your pinky on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. And then I started coming up here and starting on this G7, 9 and going to a C7, 9. Now this is like think of a major chord. It's like a reversal of that, but you got this bass here, so you want to use these other fingers. That's a 7-13 chord. That's when you do this 9 chord, we put that pinky down there. That's a 13 chord down here. But if you wanted one up here, it looks like this. So it's 8, skip the A, 8, 9, and 10. So that's a C7, 13. D13. And you can always kind of slide these from a one fret back and up and stuff. Alright, so some blues backing tracks. Hope y'all were working your minor pentatonic and adding other things in there. Think about other things you can add when you're on the G chord. You also have the arpeggio of G7. And wherever you have a major 3, you can slide into it from a minor 3 and it sounds real cool. The way the 7 chord has major and minor. There it is again. There it is again. And then you also have these little chromatic things. And then here's your C7 arpeggio. And there's that major 3rd. And D. All right, happy jamming. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Please like and subscribe. I'm Damon Wood.